Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the family law class. That is Muslim law that I am dealing. Then yesterday that I dealt completely 12 Quranic hairs. And there also I told you also doctrine of representation and doctrine of per strip also we discussed. But here we will deal in a detail. Later on I will go to the pictorial way of division of the Muslim law inheritance. Okay. Now let us check it. Yes, read what I posted on the screen.
Doctrine of representation.
Yes. Doctrine of representation is a well-known principle recognized by the Roman, English, and Hindu law of inheritance. Under the principle of representation, as is recognized by these system of laws, the son of a predeceased son represents his father for purpose of inheritance. I repeat, the son of a predeceased son represents his father for the purpose of inheritance. The doctrine of representation may be explained with the help of the diagram given below. P has two sons, A and B. A has got two sons, C and D. And B has a son, E. Now, if the diagram, you could see it. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And P has two sons, A and B. Good. And A has got two sons, C and D. And B has a son, E. That is represented here. Now let us see that what will happen. In case if B dies during the lifetime of P, that means who died first?
B.
B died first, that means. Means P is still alive, but B died. Can inheritance take place? Can
Yes,
inheritance take place?
Yes. E.
There are only two options to you. Either you say yes or you say no.
Yes, sir.
No. Inheritance take place only when P dies. P means propositus. If the propositus is alive, there is no question of inheritance. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. In any case, P should die, then only. Suppose B died, E died, A died, C died, D died, but P is still alive. No question of inheritance. Are you following me? Yes. Now
Yes,
B
sir.
died first, the P is still alive. At that instance, what will happen? During the life of P, his family members are his two sons, A, B, and three grandsons. Who are grandsons here?
D and D.
Not E. E is not the grandson of P.
Yes, sir. Grandson. Yes, sir.
Yes, why you count only two? C, D, E are the grandsons of P.
And D.
Then, unfortunately, B predeceases P, and that means B died first. Pre means earlier. Decease P means B died first P. That is, B dies before the death of P. Means B died, still the P is alive. Subsequently, later on, subsequently, when P also dies, the sole surviving member of the family are P, family of P are, who are the sole surviving member of the family of the P at the time? A and three grandsons, C, D, and E. Because D died before the P. Are you following me? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now let us see that. Under the doctrine of representation, E will represent his E here, E, this E. E will represent his father B. Here, E will represent his predeceased father B and would be entitled to inherit the property of P in the same manner as B would have inherited had been alive in the time of P's death. So, if the B is alive over there, then definitely B will get the property. Let us presume it that P having 4 rupees property. Let me presume it. That means two brothers equally share it. Means half. Means he is 1 and suppose 4 is there, he is 2, this man is 2. Then he is to get the 2 rupees as a property at the time. But what happened here? But Muslim law does not recognize the doctrine of representation. So under the Muslim law, the near excludes the remoter. Who is near here? Suppose B dies. B dies. Then P, he is grandson, is it not? Is it not?
Yes, sir.
Then what about A? What about A? A is son. Quranic hair. First class hair. Tell me. Then who is near to the P?
A.
A is near to the B. See here, you see the diagram. See A, B on the same footing, is it or not? On same platform. A, B are same platform. And C, D is in the same platform. But when B is not there, he is in second platform, A is in first platform. And who is near to the P? It is A is the P. So rule says the near will eclipse the far away. Means E. So under the doctrine of representation, E will represent the predeceased father B and would be entitled to inherit the property of P in the same manner as B would have it. But here in the Muslim law, it is entirely different. The nearer excludes the remoter. Who is the nearer? A is the nearer. Who is the remoter? E is the remoter. So nearer will remove the remoter. Means A excludes the remoter. Excludes. Nearer excludes the remoter. Accordingly, in the illustration above, E will be totally excluded from inheriting the properties of P, both under Shia as well as under Sunni law. E has no right to inherit the properties of P. The result is that E cannot take the plea that he represent his predeceased father. Here E cannot represent that he representing his father because father is no more. He has no right to inherit the properties of P. The result is that E cannot take the plea that he represent his predeceased father B and should be substituted in his place. Under Muslim law, the nearer heir totally excludes a remoter heir from inheritance. Then A is nearer to the E, A is nearer to the P, but E is not nearer to the P. That's why A excludes the
E.
Yes, I appreciate. So that is the thing. That is the same thing. That is the hair who is nearer in degree to the deceased would exclude a hair who is remoter. Thus between A and E, A will be totally exclude E because A is nearer to P in a degree, whereas E belongs to the second degree of the generation because grandson. But A is the first degree of generation because he is the son. The Muslim jurists justify the reason for denying the right of representation on the ground that the person has not even inquired the right of the property, his ancestral under the death of the ancestor. So accordingly, they argued that there can be no
Sir,
claim.
if A's children will represent, will get some property, sir. A's
See,
children.
I am coming. So long the A is alive, so long the A is alive, nothing can go to the C and D. Because why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Inheritance
Okay,
comes
sir.
only at the time when the person dies. Whether A died here,
No.
suppose A dies, then what will happen? And for here B dies earlier, so E could not get it. Agreed? Suppose here A also dies earlier, still P is survived, then even C and D also could not get it. Even after the death of the P. Are you following me?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because they say like, here we will make it a point here. Here 1 by 2 it comes over there. Not 1 by 2, because 1 by 2 is there, no B dies. So total 1 comes to A. Let you presume it A, because P doesn't have the father's father, or any other descendant. Here descendant only these people. A having 1, suppose A dies, then what will happen? The A property will be distributed among the two. Whether the son, these are sons, we told sons. So between the two. But when A should die, somebody should die. Are you following me? Then
Yes, sir.
only they will
Yes,
inherit
sir.
it. Otherwise, they don't inherit it. So, but it may be submitted that non-recognition. So the same thing that he said here. Accordingly, they argue that there can be no claim through a deceased upon to in whom the right could have been vested by any possibility, but it may be submitted that non-recognition of the principle of the representation under the Muslim law of inheritance seems to be unreasonable and harsh. They say a bit it is unreasonable and harsh. It is cruel that a son whose father is dead is unable to inherit the properties of his grandfather together with his uncle. Anyway, that is the law is there. We cannot question it because it's a Quranic
Sir,
law.
if it is ancestors' property.
Madam, there is no distinction in the ancestral property, personal property, self-acquired property, common property in the under the Muslim law. All properties are property. Either you earn, your husband will earn, or your daughter will earn, your son will earn. Money is a money. Did you get my point? Say yes. Say yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why you are taking so much time to say yes? There is no distinction between the self-acquired property, ancestral property, common property. All property is the property. Sir, is not no distinction between the movable and immovable property? No, there is a distinction in the movable and immovable property under the Muslim law. It is only the Hindu law will make such a distinction. Okay? Shall I proceed?
Okay, sir. Yes,
Now
sir.
per
Yes, sir.
capita, let's see. Per capita means per strip. Per capita and per strip distribution, this is. Succession among the heirs of the same class be belonging to the different branches may either be per capita or per strip. Either you can say per capita, per strip, but here per capita is up, this is the strip, it is here. In per capita distribution, the succession is according to the number of the heirs, that is heads. Among them, estate is equally divided. Therefore, each heir could equal a quantity of the property from the heritable assets of the deceased. On the other hand, in per strip distribution, the several heirs who belong to the different branches set their share only for that property which is available to the branch of which they belong. In other words, in the in the stripital, means the strip succession, the quantum of the property is available to each heir depends upon the property available to his branch rather than the number of all the heirs. Let us see the example. Under Sunni law, the distribution of the assets per capita. That is to say, an heir does not in any respect represent the branch from which he inherits. In the per capita distribution may be illustrated by the following diagram. Here we have seen it. But let us see then Shiala what will happen. Okay, now we'll illustrate with the amount. Okay, what is the amount would be there? They are going to get it. Okay, M here, M is the person has got two sons, A and B, and has three sons. A has three sons, S1, S2, S3, and B has two sons, that is S4 and S5. When M dies, what will happen? Tell me. When M dies, propositor dies, what will happen? Tell me. Why you are keeping quiet? We already discussed.
The property goes to A and B, sir.
There is no ascendants. There is no wife and brother and sister of the propositors. Only descendants are there. Who are the descendants? A and B both are the sons. When M dies, the property goes how much to the A? 1 by 2.
And B.
B?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. So here the same thing that we will say. So here when M dies, there are two branches of succession is there. One A and other B. Only two sons. Suppose A and B both die. Suppose the A and B both die before the death of the M. Who died first? AB died first.
A and B. A and B died before M, sir.
Clearly it is said. A and B both die before the death of M. So the sole surviving heirs are of M is 5 grandsons. Who are the 5 grandsons? Who are the 5 grandsons?
S1, S2, S3, S4, S5.
I appreciate. Now under the per capita scheme of the distribution, as recognized under Shundi law, the total number of the claimants are how many total number of the claimants? How many total number of the claimants? Sir, 100. ఎంతమంది క్లెయిమ్ చేస్తున్నారండి ఇక్కడ?
5, sir.
But why you are taking so much time to give me the answer? There are only 5. It is already there on the screen. The claimants, the heirs are here 5, and the heritable property would be equally divided among all of them irrespective of the branch to their belong. వాళ్ళందరూ ఒకటే కేటగిరీలో ఉన్నారా? లేరా అండి? ఫస్ట్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్లో ఉన్నారా? సెకండ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్లో ఉన్నారా వాళ్ళు? Whether S1, please say.
Class 2, sir.
Class 2, second platform. Because first platform, both the sons are died. So they are in the second platform having the equal thing. That is the reason that they got the same proportionate and that to be the equal. So each one get how much? Each one get how much?
1 by 5.
1 by 5. If the property is 1 and it is multiplied the denominator by the 5, then it becomes each one they will get 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5. So now under the per capita scheme of the distribution as recognized under Sunila, the total number of the claimants here is 5, and the heritable property would be the equally divided among all of them, irrespective of the branch they would belong, because they are from the same class of the heirs. Therefore, each of them would get 1 by 5 of the total assets of the M. It may be noted that under Sunni law, the principle of representation is recognized neither in the matter of the determining the claim for the heir, nor in determining the quantum of the share of these. But only the per capita income will follow in the Sunni law. Then everybody get 1 by 5, 1 by 5. Now let us see the Shia law. Under the Shia law, if there are several heirs of the same class, but they descend from the different branches, the distribution among them is per strip. Now we will see. That is to say, the quantum of the property inherited by each of the depends upon the property available to the particular branch to which they belong. In the above mentioned illustration, AB constitute the two branches, each having the 1 by 2 of M property. Both A and B are pre-deceased M, means AB died before the M, but the quantum of the property available to each of the branch would remain the same. How much? 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Therefore, the surviving heirs of the namely S1, S2, S3 would get equal share of the 1 by 2, which is a quantum of property available to the branch A. For the A branch, how much will come here? 1 by 2 will get, here 1 by 2 will get. But suppose B died, then S2, S4 will not come there because they did not get the any amount. So what will the amount goes? It goes to the A. Then A get the same thing that we will see now. So here available the branch A, the S1, S2, S3 would get 1 by 6 each. Similarly, the quantum of the property available to the both the B is 1 by 2, but the descendant from the branch will only 2, and accordingly, one half property B would be equally shared by the S4, S5. So now you tell me. Therefore, S4 and S5 would get 1 by 4. ఎంత వస్తుందండి ఇక్కడ S1, S4, S5కి ఎంత వస్తుంది ప్రాపర్టీ? Because father will get 1 by 2 and A will get 1 by 2. So 1 by 2, it will be per strip. So this 1 by 2 shared between the two sons S4, 4. So each will get how much? Denominator ni multiply చేయండి నెంబర్ 2 తోని సరిపోతుంది.
1 by 4, 1 by 4.
1 by 4 and 1 by 4. మరి ఇక్కడ చెప్పండి 1 by 2 ని ముగ్గురులో సమానంగా పంచాలా?
1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6.
1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6. సో ఇక్కడ ఎక్కువ వస్తుందా లే వీళ్ళకి ఎక్కువ వస్తుందా? Who will get more?
S4, S5 will get.
S4, S5 will get because there are only 2. So that is the same thing, they will make it out. S1, S2, S2 to get the equal share of half, which is a quantum property available to the branch A. Thus S1, S2, S3 would get 1 by 6, 1 by 6 each. Similarly, the quantum of the property available to the B is 1 by 2. That means 1 by 4, 1 by 4 they will get it. Property B would be equally shared by S4, S5. That is 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, S4 and S5 will get it. It is a significant to note that for a limited purpose of the calculating the share of each share, the Shia law accepts the principle of representation. Moreover, under the Shia law, this rule applicable to determining the quantum of the share of the descendants, predeceased daughter, predeceased brother, then this is the only the thing. Now you tell me, Shia law will follow what? Shia law follow what?
Principle of doctrine of representation, sir.
No, doctrine of strip. Sunila, doctrine of representation. Sheila, strip. So this is the thing which we want to make it out regarding this thing. Now the pictorial representation, we will see how much the people are getting. If you want, you can take the screenshot, because this is I downloaded from the 12 sharers YouTube under the Hanafi sect, because Wasim I. Ahmad is a very good narrator, especially in the Muslim law. I took the animation from him, but I asked the permission very long back when I was teaching last year. Then he told me, Hussain Bhai, you can take it. I don't mind. You are a professor, Hussain Bhai, he told me. I said, it's okay, thank you. Then I told. Okay, these are the things which he developed over there. This is the one. If you want to take the screenshot, you can take it, and then I will move to the another one, because these are all, you will also get it in the YouTube if you type the husband share of the Wasim I. Ahmad. So that is his Parbhani. He is working over there. Of course, in one of the thing I could show his photograph also. Yes, see, this is the person. Wasim I. Ahmad, I took the permission from him, and he is animated, he has shown me. So in this way that we will make it out. Okay, I will come to this matter later because it is a little complicated. We will go to the easy thing. We will go for the easy thing to know how we can make it out. Yes, now I will switch over to the, I prepared already here. Yes, yes, JK, right. Here the Quranic structure. Okay, distance. Let us see the full sister. How much the full sister? What is meant by full sister?
Same father, same mother.
Yes, now we will see the full sister. See, I took somewhere I put my figure, but here I did not put my figure. I put his figure only. Okay, thank you very much, Wasi Ahmad. We are using your slides to explain our students. Okay, full sister share. Let us see. The sisters will get 1 by 2 if there are only one sister and no descendants and no ascendants. Ascendants means upper side. Descendant means
Lower side.
lower side. Number first condition. No upper side, no lower side, no ascendant, no descendants, and only sister is alive, then she will get, there is a full sister I am speaking about. Full sister, she will get the half. Then second condition is the sister share will be 2 by 3 if there are two. Automatically, if there are two, it becomes a 2 by 3. If the more than two sisters and no descendant and no ascendant exists, then the 2 by 3 will be divided among the number of sisters. Full sisters, I am speaking. Suppose there are three sisters or their full sister. How much their each share?
2 by
One
6,
by-
sir.
Three sisters are there. Then how much each share? Just
2 by
multiply the
6.
denominator 3, it becomes a 9. 2 by 9, 2 by 9, 2 by
By-
9. Four sisters. Four sisters. Just
Four,
divide
2
the
by
denominator with the 4. Why you are taking so much time
2
to
by
give the
12.
answer? You have to, when I finish my question, they have to give the answer. If the four sisters are 4 into 3, 12 means 2 by 12, 2 by 12, 2 by 12, 2 by 12. That is the answer that you are supposed to give. Yes, that is to say, if there is only one sister, her share is 1 by 2. Whereas two or more sisters there, then each share is 2 by 3. Now we'll see the pictorial representation. See, this is the pictorial representation. Full sister share. సార్ ఇక్కడ ఏమున్నది సార్ ఇక్కడ ఫుల్ సిస్టర్ తర్వాత ఏమున్నదండి ఇక్కడ టెల్ మీ భక్తులారా నిద్రపోయినరా
Apostrophe.
Apostrophe S.
వై యు ఆర్ టేకింగ్ సో మచ్ టైమ్ టు గివ్ మీ ద ఆన్సర్ సార్ మేము స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్లో చెక్ చేసాం సార్ తర్వాత నేను చెప్పాను గారు టైం కలిగింది సార్ ఓకే ఎలా నడిస్తాం హూ ఇస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీస్ దిస్ మ్యాన్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీస్ హూ హీస్ డైడ్ వాట్ అబౌట్ ద ఫాదర్ ఫాదర్ ఈజ్ అసెండెంట్ ఆర్ డిసెండెంట్
Ascendant, sir.
and for the father also ascendant means here into means died. Into means
Died.
dead. Then the propositus having one sister. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Sister. No. No. Below. No.
Daughter.
Daughter, son.
Nah. No descendants. I know. They are the sons, daughter, or daughter, sons. I know it. No descendants. Either their son or daughter or any may be. No ascendants, no descendants, only propositus having full sister. Then how much a share?
1 by
Half.
2.
1 by 2.
1 by 2. Now second we'll see. Full sister share. No ascendants, no descendants. How many sisters?
2 sisters.
Sisters.
So
2
each
by
will
3.
get how much?
2 by 3.
2 by 3. Suppose they are 2. 2 by 3 means how much they will get it?
2 by 6, sir.
2 by 6 and 2 by 6 each will get it. Equally they will divide it among the 2. So if the 3 are there, then we can say 2 by 9, 2 by 9, 2 by 9, they will get it. And now let us see the another scenario. Now you tell me. What is the scenario? You tell me. Please tell
No
me the
ascendants.
scenario.
No
Proposed
ascendants.
that.
No
You decide yourself. One time that if you speak, then I give the chance to the another. If she speaks, give the chance to the alternative would speak. Okay. Now start anyone.
No ascendants. No descendants. Propositus has a sister and a brother.
One full sister, one full brother.
Propositus dies.
Then how much the share? How much the share?
Sister will get 1 by 2, brother will get 1 by 2, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Brother will take 2 shares. Sister will take 1 share.
2 quantum for the brother, 1 quantum for the sister. Suppose there are only 6 rupees left with the propositors. Then 4 rupees with the brother and 2 rupees with the full sister. Means quantum is 1 quantum
2:1.
to the sister,
2:1.
2 quantum to the brother.
Brother.
General principle, not half. So this is a pictorial representation of Wasim I Ahmad. So I took it. Now let us go to the another representation what he made. Let us see. Okay, consonant a bit complicated. This is okay. Let us see the complicated a bit. Okay, this is see here. I replaced my photo. Sorry, it is not plagiarism, sir. No, I took his permission. Okay, consonant sister means
Different father, same father, different mother.
yes. Now let us see the consonant sister share. Now let us see the rule. Number one, the consonant sister will get half if there is only one consonant sister and no descendants and no ascendants. Full sister and brother exist. Say no, no. When you say no means no. No descendants, no ascendants, no full sister and no brother exists. Because when you say no here, the no will applicable to all of them, they follow later. No descendants, no ascendants, no full sister, and no brother exists. Okay, number one. Number two, read number two.
The consequent sister's share will be 2 by 3 if there are 2 or more than 2 consequent sisters and no descendants, ascendants, full sister and brother exist.
Yes. See, that is the second condition. That is to say, if there are only one consanguine sister, her share is 1 by 2, whereas the 2 or more consanguine sisters and their share would be 2 by 3 each. Now let us see the pictorial representation. Now you explain. Anyone, now your turn is over, Hima. Now give the turn to the Rishita. Yes.
No ascendants, no descendants. Propositors dies. Full sister is dies. Consequent sister is there.
Propositor dies, don't say propositor dies. The propositor means the person who died is called propositus. Okay. So, no
Okay.
ascendants, no descendants. And full sister died of the propositors. Then who is having only consanguine sister? At that instant, the consanguine sister, according to the first rule, get half. Is it or not? Say yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
let's see the next figure. Now you, Himabindu, you explain this one.
No father, no father's father, full sister and descendants. Propositors has only two consequent sisters. They will get total 2 by 3 and for one 2 by 6, 2 by 6 each.
See, the style of your explanation is entirely different the style of Rishita. Rishita made a very good style. I will give you the scene. Proposited doesn't have the ascendant, doesn't have the descendant. Propositus doesn't have the full sister and only the two consanguine sister. But you told propositors, fathers are there, and propositors so and so. No, fathers. You should say no ascendants and no descendants, and even no full sister. Then propositors having only the two sisters, consanguine sister, and automatically propositors generally after death only this comes over there. At that instance, 2 by 3 each will get, 2 are there, so multiply with the 2, denominator 3 is 6, then 2 by 6, 2 by 6 will come. Suppose if they are 4, then 4 by 12, 2 by 4, 2 by 12, 2 by 12, 2 by 12, 2 by 12. it will come over there. Just multiply the number with the denominator and keep in the denominator. Automatically that you will know how much the share each will get. Okay? Yes, now Rishita, you explain.
No ascendants, no descendants. Propositus dies. One full sister, two consequent sisters. One full sister goes 1 by 2. Consequent sisters 1 by 6.
You repeat again the committed same. Propositus dies. Don't say propositus dies. Propositus is having full sister, one full sister, and propositus is having two consanguine sisters. So the full sister, as we read in the upper above point, half they will get it, and consanguine sisters they get 1 by 6, 1 by 6, and that means equally shared 1 by 12 and 1 by 12 they will get it. That is the thing. Mean each in 1 by 6 they have to share. If 2 are there, okay, 1 by 12, 1 by 12. If the 3 are there, 1 by 18, 1 by 18. Are you following me? Each one get that much share. This share will be equally distributed. 1 by 6 equally distributed between the two. So that was actually the say. Okay, now next, let us see.
Sir, in the picture we see propositus dies in the left side. No, sir?
They write dice. They don't say into. Because
So I
first,
read that.
yeah, this below what I shown, no, this man already died. This man already died. This descendant already died. He's still alive. He's still alive. But unless until he dies, that's the reason we say propositus dies. We don't say propositus.
Okay.
Means propositus means actually. Let us see. So why we should have to keep in the confusion? No, we should not keep in the propositus. Suppose you may be right. Propositus means the person immediately concerned. Definite, yes. You say propositus dies. You can say. What is the propositus in law? What does the propositus mean in pedigree? Means he is immediately die. Yeah, the person for whom the line of descent is derived on the getting the genealogy. The propositus means the person immediately concerned, subject. Yeah, you can say propositus dies. Because the person immediately concerned is the propositus, not the dead person is the propositus, because I saw the definition. Yes, you are right. And subject to the correction, I said no, because I too got the doubt whether propositor dies. Yes, it is dies. Yeah, that is the right one. So the propositor dies means he is immediately his turn would be there. So when this man dies, then only the inheritance take place. If so long that he will be alive, nothing is going to be inherited by any other people. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you can say propositor dies, then the full sister gives the half, then the two consanguine sister will be shared between them 1 by 6. That means they each one get 1 by 12 and 1 by 12. That is the actually the say. Okay, now Himabindu explain.
Propositus dies. He has no ascendants and descendants. He has full sisters 2 and 1 consequent sister. His full sister's share will be 2 by 3rd, and their each share will be 2 by 6 each, and the consequent sister share is excluded as he has 2 full sisters.
See, why she is excluded, can you tell me? There is a principle is there. See, both
Full
the
sister,
sisters.
sir, full sister is nearer to than consequent sister.
Yes, that's why I want to say. Even the full sister, both mother and father is close. Same father, same mother. But considering I know, father is very near, but mother is different. So, the strength of the full sister will not be there in the consanguine sister. That is the reason the consanguine sister will be excluded when full sister is present. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now,
Yes, sir.
Rishita, you deal.
Ascendant died descendant dies, proposed dies one consequent brother and one consequent sister.
Now, how much the share? And consequent sister, consequent
2 is
brother in
to
the
1.
same level, in the same
In the quantum,
degree. It is very easy, on the same degree, same level.
Sir, consequent brother will get 2 and 2 shares
Quantum
and 2
and
quantum, and consequent sister will get 1 quantum.
yes, that is all. Say suppose there is 80 rupees are there. Then 2 quantum of 80 rupees is 40. Is it 2 quantum? No, 80, 60. 2 quantum, not 60 is good.
plus 20.
Yeah, if the 60 rupees are there totally, 2 quantum is 40 to the consanguine brother. Then 1 quantum is 20 to the consanguine sister. The sister will get 20 and the consanguine brother will get 40 if the total amount of the propositors at the time when he died, propositor died, only 60 rupees are there. Because no ascendant, no descendant, propositus is there, but after the death of the propositus, only consanguine brother is there. If the property is 60 rupees, then consanguine brother will get 40 rupees. Then only the 20 rupees consanguine sister, because the general principle will say 1 quantum to the female and 2 quantum to the male. Is it clear? Now,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
Bindu, tell me.
The uterine brother and sister will get 1 by 6 if there is only one and no descendants, ascendants, full and consequent sister, and both by brother exist.
Second,
The uterine brother and sister share will be 1 by 3 if there are 2 or more than 2 and no descendants, ascendants, full and consequent sister and brother exist.
same rule applicable. Either uterine brother or uterine sister. Same rule applicable. The uterine brother and sister will get 1 by 6 if there is only one and no descendants and no ascendants, no full brothers, no consanguine sisters, no consanguine brothers exist. Suppose the uterine brothers and sisters share will be 1 by 3 if there are two. If the 2 uterine brothers are there, if the 2 uterine sisters are there, or 1 uterine brother, 1 uterine sister is there, but still they will get 1 by 3 when, but more than 2, no ascendant, more than 2 equally shares by 1 by 3, and no descendants, no ascendants, no full, no full and consanguine, no sister and no brother exists. So at that instant they will get 1 by 3 when there are many, and 1 by 6 if there are only one. So the same rule will be applicable over there. So that is the thing. Here the same rule will be applied here. If 1 is there, how much they will get it? Because if the 2 is there, how much get? The same principle will be applied to the uterine sisters, uterine brothers. The same thing will be applied over there. So that is the another the thing which I want to share with you. Then I see is there any other thing would be there? Yes, full sisters you have seen. Consanguine, distant kindred. Can you see distant kindred or let me see another point? Let us see true grandmother, true grandfather we'll see. True grandfather. Where it is. Yeah, I found. True grandfather. Read. Rishita, read.
When a Muslim dies, there are 4 duties which need to be performed. These are payment of funeral expenses, payment of his or her debts, execution his or her wills, distribution of remaining estates amongst the heirs according to slides.
According to
According
Sharia.
to Shares.
Yes.
Shares.
See, the entire amount will not go for the inheritance. Please make the point. Entire amount will not go to the when the prepositor dies. First, if the prepositor dies, payment of funeral expenses are there. That will be deducted. Payment of his or her debts are there, which will be deducted. Then whatever the legacies means wills, execution of wills, legacies will be executed, wills are given, that will be removed or taken away. Then remaining amount will come under the inheritance, devolve on the inheritance. The distribution of the remaining estate among their heirs, according to the Sharia, it will be done. So that is the thing. Yes, Himabindu.
The true grandfather will get 1/6 if there are children's son and daughter to the deceased and no father. The true grandfather share will be 1/6 plus residue if there are only daughters and no son to the deceased and no father. If there is no children's son and daughter to the deceased, true grandfather will be converted into the residuaries and take the entire residue.
Yes, the same three principle now we will see in the pictorial form. Okay, Rishita, begin.
True grandfather has 1/6 share. Father dies, propositus dies, daughter, son, descendants there.
How much they get?
True grandfather will distribute the shares to descendants, sir. 1/6.
See the principle here, you please remember the principle. Grandfather will not get when the father is alive. True grandfather will not get when the father is alive. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here father dies, no, sir.
So the nearer will eliminate the remote. The nearer is father, he eliminates the grandfather. But the father is not there, hence that property goes to the true grandfather 1/6. What about here? Daughter, son, and daughter is here. What about these people? Do they get anything?
You will get, sir.
So now,
Daughters.
see, if anything will be left over there from one, yes, 1 నుండి 1 minus 1/6 తీసేయండి, ఎంత వస్తుంది? 6 or 6 plus 1 is 5/6.
5/6.
అంటే 5/5 ఉండాలి కదండి ఇక్కడ. 5/5 అంటే 1 రావాలి కదా మళ్ళీ. మరి 5/6 అంటే ఎంత? అసలు ఉన్న ప్రాపర్టీ 1 అనుకుందాం. ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ప్రాపర్టీ 5 కౌంట్స్ ఉంటే 5/5 ఉండాలి కదా. 5/6 ఎంత వచ్చింది? ఎస్,
They become residuars.